Hello and welcome to Diaries of a Dreamer. If you're new here, my name is Lo and this is my interview series on my YouTube channel where I interview up and coming singers and actors about how dreaming big has impacted their journey in pursuing their dreams. And today we are taking Diaries of a Dreamer on the road. I have an exciting person to interview today and her name is Molly Kate Kestner. So I'm about to head out and get in the car and go pick Molly Kate up where we're gonna ask her some questions while we're on the road and make an exciting stop. So I'm in the car and I'm about to take off to go pick up Molly Kate. So I'm really excited to see her and get to catch up with her, and I'm so excited for you all to meet her and hear a little bit about what she's doing and her story and how she ended up in LA and how she's gotten to get to do what she loves every single day. She's killing it and her songs are such jams. So I'm probably gonna play one in the car on the way to go pick her up. So let me cue that up.
First in line at the party, she's the first in line at the club. God save the prom queen, teenage daydream.
Hi. Welcome! It's Molly Kate Kestner. Alright, so we got Molly Kate now.
Hello.
And we are going to make our stop, and the first stop is to get ice cream. Are you ready?
Jesus.
It's such a hot day. I don't know how James Corden does it though, because it was very difficult to vlog and drive so far. So safety first. So first up, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? How long have you been doing this?
I am from Minnesota. I'm 21 years old and I've been in Los Angeles for about a year and a half now, but been pursuing music for a couple years. I mean, music was kind of always a part of my life, but I grew up in a small town, so to me, pursuing a career in music as an artist, like going to Los Angeles or New York or Nashville, that just seemed so like a different universe for me. And then when I was 18 years old, I had a video that I had put up on YouTube that just kind of started getting shared everywhere, and it opened up all these opportunities and doors for me. And so I was able to come out to Los Angeles and sign with a record label, and it changed my life.
So what inspired you to put that video on YouTube that literally changed everything for you?
Yeah, so, well, at the beginning of my high school experience, I didn't have the easiest time. I was bullied by a group of kids, and I was really insecure because of it. I became super down on myself. I just had a really rough start to high school, and then kind of after my freshman year, you know, those kids graduate and they leave, and I had good people in my life who were pouring into me, and I became so much more confident in myself because I found my identity not in what I looked like or how good I was at singing, or because that was the kind of stuff that they were attacking, right? And I realized that's where I found my identity. And once I was able to find my identity in who I am as a person, and even in my faith and my purpose for life, which is loving other people and being light, I was able to just live so much more freely. So with that being said, I wanted to write music. I wanted to write a song that kind of reached out to the underdogs and reached out to people who were in a situation that they felt like seemed like there was no light and there was no way out of, and basically give them a voice and give them a message of hope that in the end God works things together for the good, and that if you are breathing, you have a purpose on this earth, and there is never been and there never will be anyone like you. And that just, I became so passionate about it, and so I was like, okay, I can sing, I'm really passionate about this, so let me try to write a song. And then that was that.
Wow.
Well, it was kind of crazy.
That's so encouraging and inspiring, and thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
I think that people can really feel that you pour your heart and soul into your music. At least when I listen to it, that's how I feel.
I mean, my first single I put out with Atlantic, Good Die Young, was all about me processing the death of Prince, and then shortly after that it was the Orlando shooting, and then Christina Grimmie, and all these, there's the bombing in Paris, and over and over again I just kept going, why do good people die young? It doesn't make any sense. And so that's just an example where really I think music is inspired by life, whether it's your life or someone else's. That's what it's been like for me.
So since we are on a heavy subject, you know, with all the things that have been happening in the news in the last few years, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with the concept of the good dying young?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think part of it is actually in the song. You know, the bridge of the song is, people dying, I'm not crying for attention, I want change. What does it take for us to wake up? We've got to learn to love again. And you know, there's so many things in life that you can't control. You can't control a good person dying young. You can't control whether you get that job or not. You can't control so many things that happen to you, but you can't control how you respond to them. That's where the power is.
Yeah.
And that's where you have a chance to take something that is tragic and that is devastating and respond to it in light. And I want to live every single day with intentionality. I want to live every day choosing to love people and to live a life with purpose, because that's all I can control at the end of the day. So I think that's where the focus is. It's not focusing on I mean, it's recognizing that there is horrible, terrible things going on in the world and not being apathetic to them, but also realizing that there's good and that you can create light, and even in the midst of darkness.
Wow. Well, you are definitely a light in people's lives. You are one of the most intentional people that I know, and you really are such a light and one of the kindest people. So you're living that out, and it's not just something that you're preaching, and that's going to change the world. So you're doing it. You're changing the world.
Change the world.
So you brought up Prince. And who are other people that inspire you musically?
Well, I think growing up, Whitney Houston was huge. I mean, she's the only reason why I would belt my little heart out.
I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna be a
Should we go get some ice cream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. All right, we are here at the ice cream shop. Did you decide on what you're gonna get, or you're gonna see once we get in there?
I'm definitely gonna need to look.
I have no idea what I'm gonna get either.
Take some taste testing, I'm sure.
Yes, I can't wait to taste test. Should we vlog our way in? Let's vlog our way in. Oh. No.
Is it locked?
Other door. Other door.
Oh, thank gosh.
Okay, we made it in.
I'll do a cookie dough and bananas Foster.
I'll do the cookie dough with the watermelon ice. So we got our ice cream. I have cookie dough at the bottom and watermelon ice on top. I don't know how that'll taste together, but I really wanted both. And what'd you get?
I got bananas Foster and cookie dough. Classic.
I'm so excited to eat this. Should we go sit down?
Yes.
Let's go sit down. This is the best because it was very hot outside and very hot in the car, so I feel like I'm cooling down.
Yeah. I also feel like I should have eaten real food today because all I've had is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Wow.
And ice cream.
Feeling it.
So I'm winning at life.
Yesterday I had Oreos for lunch, so it happens sometimes. So that ice cream was amazing. I feel so much better, so cooled off. Yeah, it was great. I definitely want to come back to this place too. I loved it.
It's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what advice do you have for the people watching, and maybe they have a dream that they want to pursue, but they don't know how to do it, or they don't know if they should, and it seems big or scary? What advice do you have for them?
Well, one, practice is your best friend. Especially if it's an art form of some kind, whether it's singing, whether it's acting, photography, art, whatever that is. Work at it, because you're never going to be at a place where you can't improve, and then don't be afraid to put it out there. I know it's scary because all kinds of art is subject to interpretation,
right?
And so you might put something out there that someone doesn't like, but guess what? That's not who you're putting it out there for. You're putting it out for the person who does connect with it, and that's what's so cool about art, is that it is just, there's so many different niche places that people can connect to it.
Yeah.
And social media is a great tool. I mean, YouTube is something that has really changed the game for so many people. For me, it's changed my life.
Yeah.
I just did a show at the YouTube space in LA this last week, and being there and thinking back, wow, I would not be here if I wouldn't have just posted this 5-minute long video of me sitting at my piano, and it wasn't even like landscape, it was like the long way. So, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did something right, and people ended up responding to it. And if you're just wondering if you're good enough, or if it's worth putting something up, I don't think you'll ever regret trying. I think you'll regret not trying. So yeah, and if it makes you happy, if it makes you passionate, and that's what you want to do, go for it, because life's not long enough to just sit back and watch other people do what you wish you were doing.
I think that you're right, that it is scary, that art does seem subjective, and so if you have the power to put your own content out there and it's not being approved by like 100 people, you can feel like, is this good? You know, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but like you said, if someone connects to it, then it's worth it, and you have the responsibility to use your craft and put it out there for that one person who is going to connect with it and needs it.
Right.
Thanks so much for doing this interview and just sharing what you're up to and some of your heart and just the dreaming big message that we want to convey here.
Yeah.
And it means a lot to me, and I know for people watching that it'll mean a lot to them too, and hopefully inspire them as well.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
thanks so much. So that is our diary for today. And thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you liked this video, and comment down below if you liked it, if you like Molly Kate's music, and also comment down below about what other Diary of a Dreamer interviews you'd like to see. If there's anyone that you would like to be interviewed that maybe I can try to get an interview with, I would love to hear what you guys think. And as always, remember to dream big. Bye guys.